Hey, my food buddies, how you doing today? I think spring's finally here. What do you think? Other than raining all the time, it looks like it might be. If you're gonna party or you're gonna have some guests over, here's a recipe for some easy, cheesy pinwheels. These are so simple and using ingredients that you probably have at home already. On a pizza pan, I put some parchment paper, and I'm going to be using a refrigerated short crust that you can buy at your store. The reason I say short crust is because it's different than phyllo or puff pastry. Although you could use those too, they would work. So I've rolled it out and I'm using a cheese spread. You can use any kind you like. You could use grated cheese, you could use some leftover Brie or Camembert cheese that you have in the fridge. It all works, it's all delicious when this bakes up, and it smells wonderful and tastes even better. Be generous with the cheese spread. The pastry is going to puff up and be almost like bread after. So you want to make sure that everyone gets a bite of cheese every time they nibble on this. It looks so good already, my mouth is watering. So to that crust with the cheese spread, I'm going to sprinkle some Italian seasoning. It helps bring out the cheese flavor and it kind of makes it taste like a cheese pizza just a little bit. Even though there's no tomato sauce. But you could even add that too. You could make these pizza pinwheels. These are so simple and so good to make. Now, because one crust is a bit small for a pinwheel, I've decided to add a second crust so that the pinwheel is bigger in diameter. If you like them tiny, they might be good for finger food, but I'd like to have a nice handful of stuff when I'm eating it. So to the second crust, I'm doing the same thing. I'm adding some cheese spread. As I watch this, I'm thinking I should have added maybe some shredded cheddar, some shredded Monterey Jack, or a shredded cheese blend. That would have boosted the flavor of this even more. Something else I thought of after was you could have spread some mustard inside this, some grainy type of poupon mustard or mo or something like that, and you would have bumped up the flavor even more. See, I think of these things afterwards. Oh well. So sprinkled some more Parmesan seasoning. Sorry, Italian seasoning. My head is stuck on Parmesan cheese for some reason today. I've rolled it up and I just make sure that the edge is stuck to the rest of the roll so it doesn't unravel during the cooking. I've refrigerated this to stiffen up the dough. You don't want it too soft when you're trying to cut it. I'm cutting these in about 1-inch pieces. You're going to have to wet your knife every so often as you cut this because the dough is sticky. And instead of being pinwheels, they're being oblongs and some triangles. Creates a little more interest in your party hors d'oeuvres, right? These actually turned out really well. The smell when they were baking was unbelievably good. If you like the aroma of cheese and bread cooking, this is it. There's no reason why you can't do the same recipe with some rolled out bread dough. It all works, it's all interchangeable, they're all yummy, and you'll love them all. Spread them out on the parchment paper, and you're going to bake them according to the manufacturer's directions for this short crust. I think it happened to be 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. I'm sprinkling the cut side with some more Italian seasoning, and I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. See, here's where the Parmesan cheese comes in. I knew it was coming. The Parmesan cheese will crisp up and make a delicious crust to the top of these pinwheels. There they are finished. Don't they look yummy? I want to eat those right now again. They were delicious and easy to make with ingredients you probably have in your cupboard. If you like the recipe, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Just love to have you here with me. Thanks for stopping by for another appetizer recipe that warms your soul. We'll see you next time.